Hey everybody, how's it going? And we're back with another episode of the Cardinal Sim series. We are now playing the Panthers with a 5-1 record. I totally do not expect to win this game, especially having given away Calais Campbell to the Browns after him wanting 6 years, over $70 million at 30 years old, and being an end. It's usually they don't last that long, and not something I was prepared to give him. So let's first see. We do get a victory against them. Unbelievable. So we do get a win. 24-17, hard fought win. Somehow, well, they had a lot more offensive yards, but this is it right here. 5 turnovers. I think Carolinas are going to be blaming Newton about this one. Yep, 4 interceptions for Cam Newton. That's what really does them in. Touchdown, no picks, and a touchdown, 4 picks. That's really going to get it done when you talk about why you lose. Jonathan Stewart had a great game. David Johnson, again, underwhelming. This guy's been very underwhelming for us. Andre Ellington scores a touchdown on only 11 carries, but he fumbles as well. So Carson Palmer, again, running one in somehow. So not a lot in the passing game. Ed Dixon scores a touchdown for the Panthers. And the touchdown throw goes to Nick Boyle for us. So a couple tight ends getting the job done on offense. Michael Orr, the only sack given up. And he gives it up to Chandler Jones or Marcus Golden, whoever it happened to be. K'Wan Short gets a sack for them. Interceptions, Dayon Buchanan, Darrell Washington, Antonio Cromartie, and Pat Pete. I think that's the first time we've seen Pat Pete. So he needs to step his game up too. And Dayon Buchanan, another big game with a forced fumble and a recovery. AJ Wilcox gets one for them. Matthew forces a fumble, doesn't recover it. And no defensive touchdowns today. So very good defensive game for our Arizona Cardinals. Start this episode off with a victory against the 5-1 Panthers. We're now 5-2, but we do get an injury, so let's take a look at that. It is Evan Boehm, the starting center, and he was playing pretty well, I believe. He's going to be out 6 weeks. I didn't see him giving up a lot of sacks, though. That stinks. Let's see. Somebody has regressed, and it's Andre Ellington. Not a guy I was going to re-sign anyway. So I don't know how he regresses when he actually scored a touchdown and had a decent game. But the game will do what it will do, I guess. Let's check out these left tackles, see if we get through them. All right. I like Frank Compass. I like that guy. Alright, I gotta do that because I gotta pay attention to my points. Don't want to waste them like I did earlier. Alright, let's see. There's 8 people that want to do some negotiating. Chandler Jones still. I don't know. I got a lot of ways to go with that guy. I'm not negotiating with any of these players. Okafor, I'd bring him back, but only on the cheap. And I don't think that's something he's going to accept right now. He's better off. We're better off at the end of the year with him. And I don't think we're going to really negotiate with any of these other players, actually. Any of them. Maybe Caleb Johnson, Scooby Wright, or maybe Ulrich John. It depends. Depends what they look like after I go through their progressions at the end of the season. Alright, so we're on a bye week here. This is a freebie. Let's kiss this one goodbye real quick. Alright, so we get through that. Now sitting at 4-4, playing the 2-6 Niners, who were 2-2 when we played them. We beat them. They have not won since. So maybe we could pick up another good divisional win. Oh, wow, he looks like a good tackle, even though only a third-round talent. I'm going to put him on the watch list anyway. Maybe. I don't really like him, though. This guy's a good player. What? 6th round? This is very weird with the lineman this year. Undrafted, this guy. I don't know. Let's try him. Yeah, of course they're going to say he's good. Why? They're going to want me to pick a 60. Alright. I don't know. I think they're trying to trick us with some of these linemen out here. Alright, so we have taken Calais Campbell off the team. So the next thing we want to do is look at some of these ends, and boy, are they decent ones. Look at this, A minuses. With a B plus. Wow. I think it's a good year to get rid of Calais Campbell. Let's see what we can pick up in the first round. All right, let's see if we can get this win against the 49ers. Give it a shot. All right, we do get the win. Somebody regressed. Andre Ellington. I guess he had more issues. Probably more fumbles from him. Let's check out the game. This time we win a 35-28 game. After losing a 35-28 game to the Seahawks before. Wow, a lot of offense. Both teams in this game. Both teams putting up points. Only one turnover. They had 2. And the red zone percentage, we had 80. They had 33. That's basically the difference. Not a big time possession difference. Stanton plays. Gets a touchdown and no picks. He actually plays for 10 out of 13 after Palmer 12 out of 21. Stanton comes in and pretty much leads them to victory. Kaepernick, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. There we go, David. That's more or less what I want to see from you. I'd like to see a 100-yard game for once, but he did get a fumble, but 2 touchdowns for him. Ellington, 1 touchdown and a fumble. So Ellington again with a touchdown and a fumble, and regressing in this game. Let's see here. Quentin Patton for them leads the game in receiving yards. Jeremy Curley right behind that. John Brown leads us. 2 receiving touchdowns for Carlos Hyde. So nobody but running backs scored touchdowns in this game. I didn't see who. Didn't it say that Stanton came in and threw a touchdown? Yeah. Who? Doesn't show anybody caught a touchdown here. Strange. This game is so strange. Alright. 3 sacks given up for Trent Brown, 1 for Joe Staley. So let's see who got him. That would be 3 for Golden and 1 for Ndiji. And then Bowman got 1, but it wasn't given up by anybody on our team, apparently. Interceptions, Pat Pete and Chandler Jones. So Chandler Jones further making the case that I need to re-sign his ass. So hopefully we'll be able to. But in the offseason, I cannot negotiate further now. I don't want him to lock me out. If anything, it's a franchise tag for him. Let's see. Let's scout some more guys. Try and see. We are looking at the defensive side of the ball where we got rid of Calais Campbell. Mosley's pretty good, but this Bodden guy seems like a monster. There's another guy that looks pretty good. Kona Painter. Oh, they don't like Hodge. Let's see. I like Daly. That's a late round selection. Maybe Jordan Feliciano. I'm not really going to try these other B minuses out. I don't think it's really worth it. We'll look at the left side. I don't know that we're going to actually take a left. They don't look as good. All right, 5-4 versus 5-4. This is big. It's an NFC battle. We are currently leading the division. What happened to the Seahawks? How are we leading this division after really essentially trading away our best overall player? I mean, I don't know. but we get the win, and we'll be playing a 6-4 team. So now we're 6-4, playing a 6-4 in the Falcons. These are huge games we're going through right now. Playoff implications abound, and we get the big win, 38-17, more than doubling them up. That 24-point second quarter really did them in. They had no chance after that. We put up a ton of yards on really what is a defensive team in the Vikings. Only one turnover, they had 2. We had more time of possession. The red zone percentage was better with them, but they were only there once, as you can see. So we were there 3 times, and we got 2 TDs out of it. Palmer, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. So Palmer putting together a decent game finally. A lot of sacks in this game. 6 times Teddy Bridgewater was hit. So he was rattled all day long. Palmer was hit 4 times, but stood strong and got the job done. Adrian Peterson coming up with 91 yards. Wasn't really a running game for us. So between Johnson and Ellington, 91 yards. They tie Adrian Peterson, but Jerick McKinnon gets a touchdown for the Vikings. In the receiving department, John Brown coming up with a touchdown, as well as Fitzgerald. Cordero Patterson gets one for them. 2 touchdowns for Nick Boyle on 3 catches. Big red zone threat. Matt Khalil gave up 3, Fusco gave up 1, Harris gave up 1, Andre Smith gave up 1. Did their entire offensive line give up sacks? I don't understand. Bell here, I have not seen him all season long giving up a sack. He gave 1 up there. Same thing with Ipati. Monroe was giving them up earlier in the season, and he's back to giving them up. Let's see who got them. 2 for Chandler Jones, 2 for Everson Griffin, 1 for Daniil Hunter. So pretty good from their ends. Chandler Jones had 2. Quentin Coples got in there. Golden. Mdici playing really well this year. He may have a shot at Rookie of the Year. Greenway gets a half with Linval Joseph. And Darrell Washington gets a half with Tony Jefferson. Terrence Newman gets a pick. Dayon Buchanan and DJ Swearinger get ours. So doing pretty well, I think. Fumbles forced, but none recovered. Terrence Newman, Edmund Robinson, Linval Joseph, and Eric Kendrick. So we got lucky there. Could have been a lot more turnovers on our team. None recovered. A defensive touchdown by DJ Swearinger, so his interception goes for a pick 6 on Teddy Bridgewater. So we harass the crap out of Teddy Bridgewater and take away the victory. 6-4, playing the 6-4 Falcons. That will probably be the last sim of this episode. Let's get through it. Let's do some scouting of the left ends. This is where we were before. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, he's good. I like Norman Hickok. That's such a fun name to say, too. Norman Hickok. I don't know why I'm checking out bees, but I am. Especially since they like this guy for some reason. Let me try these guys, too. He's not bad, actually. All B minuses will work. Is there a guy like that over here? I mean, there's B minuses. C plus. Alright. Really want to work on getting somebody that replaces Calais Campbell. Alright, let's see. Let's do this. This will be the last one of this episode. Let's get through this and see if we can beat the 6-4 Falcons. Can we do it? I can't believe where this team is right now. Nope, we do lose, so we go back to 6-5. The Seahawks have won 2 straight, so they're back to 6-5. Trying to take back control of the division that we grabbed from them during this 3-game win streak, where we were putting up a ton of points, and now we give up a ton of points. And it's kind of even in the offensive yardage department. The turnovers is kind of even. We actually gain more total yards with kick returns and punt returns and whatnot. It has to be Alright, so the red zone, they go 80%. They're there 5 times and score 4. We're there 5 times and score 3. That's the difference, I guess. I mean, there isn't really a lot going on. Maybe, well, look at this guy. He put the ball in the end zone. Matt Ryan, 5 touchdowns and a pick. Not a lot of yardage, though. Palmer, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Let's see. Devonta Freeman gets his touchdown on a 4.4 average. David Johnson, only 69 yards. He did fumble. Carson Palmer fumbled. Coleman with 63. Let's see what the receiving. Julio Jones does Julio Jones type things. 109 with 2 touchdowns. John Brown 70. Jerron Brown 63. Fitzgerald 58. So a nice spread on the main receivers. Fitzgerald does pick up the touchdown. Let's see. Touchdowns by Jacob Tamme, Nick Boyle, David Johnson, Patrick DeMarco, and Tevin Coleman. So, I mean, Matt Ryan throwing to everybody. 1 sack given up by Jared Veldier. 1 sack had by Brooks Reed. Interceptions by Tyrann Mathieu and Deion Jones, rookie sensation. 2 fumbles forced by Jonathan Babineau, but none picked up. No defensive touchdowns, so I really don't know why we got destroyed in the game. The stats don't show that we should have been, but who knows? Maybe it was a lot of third downs. I really don't know. Just wrong things at the wrong time. So now we are tied in the division at 6-5 with the Seahawks. The next game we're taking on another team trying to make the playoffs. The Redskins are 5-5-1. We have a new injury, and it is Jermaine Gresham for 7 weeks. Not that it really bothers me, but he was putting some production in. So in the next episode, we'll get going with this Redskins game. And again, okay, it looks like Coach Strike's Bat is dead here. But again, I would like you guys to smash that like button if you enjoyed this episode, and as well, subscribe if you are new watching this. And we will see you for the very next episode of the CardinalSim series. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll